Alright, lads. Last night, or this morning, we got the return of Errol Spence. He defeated Danny Garcia, 12 round UD. Two scorecards, 116, 112. I think one scorecard was 117, 111. Now, I did actually watch this fight live, but I only watched pretty much from rounds 8 to 12. I watched them live, and the rest of it I didn't, and by then I was too tired to do a post fight. So I'm getting to it now. Errol Spence. This was his first fight back after that car crash last year. Now, it was October last year where he had the car crash, and it was end September when he fought Sean Porter. Right. Now, after Spence had that car crash, and we saw how horrific and violent it was, and they said he only escaped with, just a couple of damage to his teeth and a few bruises, I was very suspicious about that claim. I was refuting that claim because having seen the violence of it, having seen just the sheer, I kind of thought just the violence of it, that there had to have been some residual trauma there. So when they announced he was coming back against Danny Garcia, I was thinking, okay, it's a good fight, but are we going to have the same Errol Spence? Is he going to be the same? Maybe neurologically there might be something amiss. Maybe physically, he hasn't obviously sparred, so maybe physically there's something amiss. You just don't know. Well, judging by his performance last night, and obviously he did look a little bit rusty because he was out of the ring for so long, but other than that, and when I say rusty, he wasn't that rusty. Other than that, I mean, he looked every bit the same Errol Spence as I was used to seeing. In fact, actually, I thought he looked fantastic in there against Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia's style does kind of play into Errol Spence's strengths a bit, because I actually expected Spence to just box at long range, kind of how he fought Mikey Garcia, but he didn't. He was switching it up. He was letting the combinations go. He was pushing Danny Garcia back. He was backing up again the ropes. He was letting the shots go. He was switch up the head and body seamlessly. He boxed very, very well in there. He did everything but get Garcia out of there. What I've always said about Danny Garcia is that he's always, always, always shown a very, very good chin. Terrific chin. So I wasn't expecting Spence to get Danny Garcia out of there. Certainly not with headshots. Maybe with a body shot, but he couldn't get him out of there. Garcia got bashed up. Angel Garcia, his dad, halfway through the fight was, getting really animated because he could see what was happening in this fight. He could see that it was going one way. Danny Garcia can't box in the back foot. He can. He's not bad on the back foot actually, but in this fight he had to resort to going onto the front foot. And what he was doing is he was throwing single shots. And Danny Garcia is a good counter puncher. He can counter punch a bit on the front foot, but against someone like Errol Spence, you're going to need more than just the single left hook or a single right hand then to, do anything. And even then, the shots Danny Garcia was hitting Errol Spence with, or was landing on Errol Spence, they weren't putting really a dent in him. So Garcia's always had slow feet. He's very flat-footed. Now, being flat-footed, it means you're on power. So it means when you're throwing your power shots, you're always going to have full power. But it also means that you're struggling to get out of the way a lot of the time. So Garcia was just very flat-footed, was just moving forward. He was getting tagged by Errol Spence a lot. I'd never seen Danny Garcia's face look so bad in terms of facial damage. And in all of Danny Garcia's losses, have they all been split by this? I know Thurman, it was a split. Was it split against Sean Porter? I think it might have been. But even though I thought both guys won the fights, this was the most convincing anyone's beaten Danny Garcia. Garcia, I've always felt that he is a world-class, world-level welterweight. But the guys he's lost to are the elite. See, there's a difference. So Garcia, he did what he had to do. He tried, but Spence was just too good in the night. And, it was nice seeing fans there. It was definitely a good thing. A lot of the fans were able to breathe freely, which is even better. We can see that it shows Texas have a little bit of sense. So it was a good little show. But I was very happy with Errol Spence and the performance he put in this fight. Thought he looked very well. And, moving forward, well, Errol Spence did say after the fight that he was tired. Just down to the ring rust. He's out of the ring for 14 months. I think the longest stretch of inactivity he had prior to that was 10 months. So it's a big difference. We'll need to see how Spence looks in the new year. They had Crawford in attendance. They had Terence Crawford in there in attendance. So I just want that fight to happen. We're hearing about politics, this, that and the other, promotional deals, crossing the street. That's the fight we all want. That's the fight I want. And at one stage, I kind of turned around. Like, I remember in a stream once, someone asked me that, and I genuinely thought Spence wouldn't be the same. And I said that I would have thought that Spence, you know, a couple of years ago would have been the fight I really want to see. Now, not so much, because I don't know how Spence is going to be. Well, Spence looks fine, so this fight looks even better now than it did before. I'd still take Crawford in that fight, even though I love watching Errol Spence, but it's a fight I want to see. I really want to see it. Crawford versus Spence, that's what I want to see. I hope we get that in 2021. I really do. With a full attendance. You know, not only 10,000, full attendance. Let's hope we get that in 2021. People are going to leave this here. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think of Spence? Were you like me, thinking that Spence wouldn't be quite the same? Maybe from a neurological point of view, physical point of view. And yeah, let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Smash the like if you haven't already. Hashtag GMAS, Rocks, King of Rip Jeans, all that good stuff. I'll talk to you people. Peace. Oh, but before I go, yes, live stream this evening, normal time, 7-8. For anyone wondering, yes, we live streaming on Sunday as we always do. Peace.